Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome all of you back to another, well, English Heroes of New with commentary. Today is gonna be a little bit different though. This time it's not gonna be about the game, instead we are gonna be talking about Ravenor. Yes, the new hero that got released last Friday. With released I mean got playable for the majority of people that do not buy the early access heroes. And I freaking love this hero. So if you just take a look at my recent games, here we go. I got one game with the Rower because someone else picked Ravenor, so they had to pay for it and died a slow and painful and horrible death. But other than that, I pretty much played only Ravenor since Friday. I played, I think, 18 games with Ravenor up till now. You know, maybe he's already in my most played. Yeah, here we go. He already is in my most played heroes. That hero is amazing. I freaking love him. He's so much fun. Now, before we start off, I of course want to point out this hero is by no means very powerful, okay? I played a lot of games with him and I am not a bad player. I'm not amazing. I'm by no means like an 1800 rated player. But I think I can hold my own on 1700 with no problem. I think I can even completely crush and dominate 1700 if you give me the right hero. And now I have been playing Ravenor a lot and he doesn't have an impact. And he can deal damage, but well, let's get to that later. Okay, let's start off by explaining his abilities. Yes, first of all, you could see me use his bat ability right there. I always call it the bat. Basically, he throws a bat in a direction, and the first enemy that gets hit by it gets hit by a little bit of damage and stunned for 0.5 seconds, and you can then teleport in on him and all enemies in an AoE around your original target get hit by damage and get stunned for 1.5 seconds. Now the great thing about that ability is that the stun is static, so you can stun for 2 seconds on level 1, which makes this an incredibly powerful ability. Additionally, it of course gives him a lot of movement speed and the damage isn't that bad. I have to say it's quite decent. His second ability is probably his most powerful ability except for the ultimate. You charge up your attacks, basically you activate it and your next two attacks are gonna deal additional magic damage, which is also going to bounce around. And this is actually quite a lot of damage you can put out with that. Then of course we got his third ability, the electrical feedback. This is quite useless, I have to admit. It's not good, it just isn't. By the way, I just want to point this out. To those guys that watch Noobs Online, yes, this is the Noobs Online game. So, just to get it out of the way. But it's a good game, basically. That's why I chose this one. And now his electrical feedback, let's just pause right here and let me finish explaining his abilities. Electrical feedback, every time you get hit and you hit the enemy back for a little bit of magic damage and enemies around him for a little bit of magic damage. The problem with that ability is it only works every 0.9 seconds and the damage is kind of minor. It's only 80 at level 4 and you definitely want to skill the other two first. So there really is no point to getting that ability at all, except for one level, because it doesn't reduce the cooldown if you level it upwards. All it does is increase the damage. Everything else stays the same. So I personally would suggest only getting a single point into that. It also is very good for farming either. It's just, it's not a good ability. So I personally would suggest getting only a single point into that. I don't do that in this game, but only a single point into electrical feedback. It's still gonna give you the same benefits during a team fight, that you build up your charges for your ultimate faster, but other than that there really is no purpose to that ability. But then we also got the ultimate, of course. The ultimate is amazing. It's, oh my god, it's so much fun. The ultimate allows you to get movement speed and additional attack magic damage based on how much magic damage you dealt to enemies. So every time you deal damage to a hero or a creep, you gain charges, and as you can see, the charges gained for heroes increases, and for every charge you gain 1 additional movement speed and 1 additional magic damage on your attacks. Now this goes up to 120 on level 4, which is crazy. This is a lot of damage. So yes, this is indeed a very powerful ability. This is actually our favorite lane, if it comes down to playing Ravenor. Ravenor is just crazy powerful. It really is. You're gonna see it pretty soon. I think we jumped this polywalk right here. Nah, we don't. But yeah, Luna, of course, overall is a very powerful hero. But Ravenor is just, yeah, he is crazy as well. Now, the thing I noticed about Ravenor is that, first of all, he's most powerful in lane. He's crazy powerful in lane, simply because he has a lot of killing potential. He doesn't have harass potential. He can't force your enemy out of the lane. Like, he can't help a support with supporting. So he still needs a support. But if you give him a support, your enemy are going to fear coming close to the creeps, because if they do, they're probably just gonna drop. And yeah, probably gonna see that pretty soon. Like, I think as soon as we get to level 2, we're probably gonna charge them. Because of course we want the power throw and the storm blades if possible. But we're gonna just go for it right here. And here we go. I get hit by the trap and I'm still able to port in. This is the great thing about that. I don't think we can... Yeah, I don't think we managed to get a kill right here though. Now, you may be a little bit curious about my item build. I just think it works best in lane. You get 1 Wounds of the Blight, and the shield, and the wind protection. And I think Polywalk is going to help right here. Yeah, here we go. So you can see the damage we put out with this lane. It's kind of crazy. It's very powerful. But I like going for this because you really need the Wing of the Teacher with this hero. He doesn't have a lot of mana, but he consumes a lot of mana, so you really can use the Wing of the Teacher. Additionally, the Iron Buckler is pretty useful for obvious reasons. And yeah, he already has decent damage. Like, his damage isn't the problem, but this hero has one huge problem, and that's his attack animation. It's plain out terrible. It's one of the worst in the entire game. It's really difficult to last it with this hero. I played one game where I went solo against a silhouette in the mid lane. Basically, if we both of us start our attack animation at the same time, she would manage to get the last hit because her animation was faster than mine. Which is ridiculous considering that I'm a melee hero and she's ranged. So this speaks for either his terrible attack animation or her completely ridiculous attack animation. Yeah, well, probably both are true. Oh, Polywalk Priest, good sir. What you doing? But yeah, where was I going with this? So this hero has a terrible attack animation, basically. That's what you need to know. And he has like laning potential in the sense that you can make your enemy fear you, but that's about it. And oh, I'm gonna jump in right here. Yeah, the thing is I don't have enough mana. I think I get the kill onto him anyways. And I'm not gonna dive this Polywalk. I got boots, so basically this Polywalk pretty much is dead. He has 1 hex, it won't be enough. No. Yeah, just... This is in the scenario where you can tower dive like this, it's no problem. Now, of course, you might think, well, what boots do you go for on this hero? I have seen players go for... I watched a few games of Ravenor, but I've seen players go for Ghost Marchers. I heavily disagree with that. Now, why do I do that? Why do I disagree with Ghost Marchers? This hero, first of all, he needs attack speed. That's one of his big downsides. If you just take a look at his stats gain, it's 2.5 strength, 1.5 agility, 2.2 intelligence. That's pretty good, except for the agility part. The agility part is quite pathetic. He really needs attack speed, so you definitely want to go for steamboats. Additionally, he also is always going to be in the midst of a fight. He's always going to be surrounded by everything and everywhere, so you can really use the additional HP, and movement speed is not a problem. Like really, you don't need additional movement speed. Ghost Marchers provide, because you got your ultimate. It's gonna boost you up anyways. And also, you later on want to go for Frostburn. That's a great item on this hero, and you really now. It's pretty unusual for me to say that Frostburn is a good item, because I personally am not a big fan of this item, and most of you already know that. But it really is amazing on Ravenor. It really is. Now, why is that? There's a simple reason for that. His ultimate gives him movement speed, but it's a flat number. So if you just got Steam Boots and level 3 ultimate, let's just assume that's the case, you're only going to get up to 480 movement speed if you have maximum charges. Oh yeah, here we go with the damage. Yeah, the damage is kind of crazy.
That's 4 gets the double.
But you can only get up to 480 movement speed. With Firebrand or Frostburn, you get to 522 with like 90 charges, so you can do that at level 11, which is amazing. Like your enemies won't get away from you. Additionally, it provides you with great starts, and the starts this hero really needs. Like, first of all, he needs HP. Second of all, he needs attack speed. So yes, Frostburn is an amazing item on this hero. If you got great early game farm, you can rush that. That's not a bad choice. I really am not kidding. It works wonders. It's amazing. I'm gonna see it later on in this game as well. But there are also additional things you have to know about this hero. First of all, he kind of lacks impact. I already was about to mention it early on, and I kind of mentioned it a little bit. The thing is, I played a lot of Ravenor, and if we just take a look at his flat numbers, he deals a decent amount of damage. Like, it's not bad by no means. And he also just kind of, yeah, it looks like he can do a lot of stuff. But if you just take a look at the team fight, it doesn't seem like he has a huge impact. If you play this hero, you're gonna notice it. He isn't bad by no means. He's a pretty good hero and can definitely do stuff. He can have an impact, but you don't ever see the impact. You don't feel like you have an impact, and that's why I'm not sure if he actually has an impact. It's kind of a confusing situation. It's kind of, but the thing is, in team fights, you don't have that silhouette situation where you just destroy everybody. You don't have that, whatever, like Tempest or Behemoth, where you know you have an impact. If you just place a single good Fisher, you know, fuck yeah, I won that team fight. With Ravenor, you're probably never gonna get the feeling of winning a team fight. You're just gonna be like, yes, I was around, yes, I dealt a lot of damage, but that's pretty much it. So I also never get good stats with this hero, which is kind of like ridiculous. Like, I get really high GPM. I'm gonna go down right here. No chance, but I get really high GPM and pretty good farm, but I don't ever like get crazy stats. I don't get a lot of kills, and I die pretty often, and that's mostly because in the team fights I just, well, do my thing, and in the end I drop. I am one of the guys that drops in the team fight. I'm not gonna be that one guy that, well, wins the team fight and gets out of there without any trouble. So, yeah. And here we go, the bad. That's amazing about this hero. And I'm now building up charges. I'm at 25. So, yeah, here we go. He gets taken out. This is also quite amazing about the Stormblades. Stormblades give you an additional benefit with your ultimate because they build up twice the amount of charges. Because first of all, you deal your attack damage, and second of all, you deal your physical damage. So yeah, that's quite amazing. And allows you to build up charges really fast. And you really want to do that. Like, charges are important in team fight. And pretty much anywhere. Like, if you build up a lot of charges, you can take out heroes on your own. I got a nice clip yesterday where I got ganked by 2 heroes, but I was pushing at the moment, so I had charges built up, because that's how you push with Ravenor. You activate your Stormblades once,
3 kills
and
already.
nuke down a
That's
Cupid,
4
and then
gets
just
the
keep the
double.
charges alive, because you can actually do that if you are good enough, or if you know the timings. You can't keep your charges alive. And I already had like 30 charges, 40 charges built up, and then they tried to gank me. It was Pandemonium and Emmet Warden. The thing was, I managed to take out Pandemonium in like 2 seconds in the stun duration of my ball, whatever thing, ball lightning. And the Ravenor, not the Ravenor, the Emmet Warden dropped instantly afterwards, because I had 60 charges on my ultimate, and yeah, no chances of surviving that. So that's very, very powerful, especially early on. The attack damage is crazy, and heroes don't have a lot of HP. So yeah, that's also one. No, I already mentioned that Ravenor, in my opinion, he isn't the best of heroes. Like, he can do things, but he's not crazy powerful. I think I'm gonna dive that. Yeah,
Serial
like, you
killer.
can do things like that. That's actually pretty easy to do. And you're gonna see me, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, putting out a lot of damage. One hit, it's pretty powerful. Like, you don't want to mess with that. Oh, also, yeah, of course, Gladiator's kind of tanky, just because of being Gladiator is a strength. We only usually have a lot of HP. So, yeah. But the thing is, what was I talking about? What? Yeah, the one downside to Ravenor is that his strong. Like, I always feel like he's very powerful early on, if it just comes down to raw damage. But this hero he kind of needs items as well. So yeah, you can't just go all crazy farming with him, because that's not gonna work. That's not gonna be you have to fight somehow early on. You need to, because otherwise this just won't work. But on the other side, if you don't have the money, you need to get some items. Like, you really need a shrunken head. I personally, okay, let me just say this. I obviously get a lot of Ravenor. Oh, I'm gonna drop right here, thank you. But I noticed that you really want to get free items on him, and I tried a lot of different item sets. I definitely wanted to incorporate an Incendiaries in there, but it doesn't work. Don't get Incendiaries on this hero. It sounds fun, but it really doesn't work at all. But, and the thing is, you want to get free items. Except for boots, of course. Like, you want to get steel boots, which I think is obvious. Already explained why. But you really want to get a Frostburn, a Shrunken Head, and a Nullstorm. In what order? Doesn't quite matter. Like, depends. If you really need a Shrunken Head, get the Shrunken Head. If you really need regeneration, get the Sustainer first, and then go for whatever you need. If you think your early game is good enough to actually allow you to just rush Frostburn, just do it. It's gonna work out just fine. It's not gonna be a problem. So yeah, you got a few choices with this hero, but I feel like
The
these three
Legion
items
takes
are
down
not
Hellborn Tower.
You can see me pushing right here. But yeah, you really want to get these 3 items. First of all, you need survival fights. That's the one thing about this hero. Like, he puts out a lot of damage already. He can put out a lot of damage. He has a great disable if used correctly. He just destroys everything. And a lot of AoE potential and everything, actually. Like, but still, you always get stun locked, you always get shut down, you always get hit by AoE. You really need a Shrunken Head or a Nullstone to protect yourself. And additional damage isn't quite needed. Like, you're gonna be fine. You got your ultimate, that's pretty good. And yeah. So. And also, I think, always carry a TP. This is just one of those rules you should always live by. Like, you should always carry TP in every single game. This is on every single hero. But this is especially important on Ravenor, because as I mentioned, he has early game potential. He really, really has. He puts out a lot of damage early on, and he can really help your team out a lot. And that's why you really need a TP. You really should carry a TP, and you should try to kind of help your team as much as possible. I think this Squire, or whatever it's called, is pretty, which is ridiculous. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that wasn't the best of but you really want to carry it. The thing is, you should kind of play this hero like a Sandwave, in my opinion. First of all, you want to farm all the time, but every single team fight you join in. Every single one. You don't farm during a fight. You just don't. You join in every single team fight. Because your team can really use your help. And you can actually provide them. So, if you do that, you're gonna be fine later on. But if you don't, your team is probably gonna have some problems. Because the thing is, even though he can carry, and he's actually pretty good at carrying, like, puts out a lot of damage, as I already mentioned so many times. But he is no Sandra, he is no whatever, like Silhouette, no Forsaken Archer, no Emote 1. He pretty much ain't ranged, so that's a problem. But yeah, you really want to join it. And I missed the bat, which is terrible. I don't know, maybe can get the kill anyways. Don't think so. No. Yeah, this is not looking good. Second Archer is also incoming with the double damage, and my frame rate is dropping. Great. Oh, Marty. Poor Marty. And here we go. I just used the bat for the additional movement speed, and I'm just gonna jump in right here. Because I saw that my team had backup, so quite happy. And Tempest is also going to drop. That's what I was talking about, yeah, early game power. You could see it right there. Like, I just jumped in and dealt a shit ton of damage on both of those heroes. That was so close, I almost died of fear. Oh my god, it was so close. But yeah, no, what is there left to say? I think I already covered everything I wanted to tell you about this hero. Of course, he's a lot of fun. He's my current favorite hero. Like, if we just, okay, let's just, currently there's not a lot of farming going on, but if we just take a look right here. Ravenor, 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 Ravenor. I pretty much, if you just go to the rewards page right here, I played 21 of those 22 games with Ravenor, so yeah, I think if we go to the hero decks we can check that. I'm not sure if it works, but oh, 20. So I played the first game with someone else. Okay, that's curious. You can check my stats right there. Like, my GPM is pretty good at 300, but my KD pretty pathetic, to be honest. KD, kind of, it's just not, yeah, you don't have the biggest of impacts. My win percent is 60%, which ain't bad. Which, it of course is not, like, super crazy, but I'm just telling you from a top standpoint. Like, just want to tell you about this hero, because I love him. I think he's so much fun. It's also so much fun. Oh, this is gonna be an interesting situation. So the Forsaken Archer is gonna come in from the back, and I use the bat to gain movement speed and now try to run away. Activate the shield just to gain additional movement speed, dodge the volley, and every time she hits me I gain even more movement speed, so that's just gonna help me out at 390 now. I ran into the forest to try and shoot them, and here we go with the jumping use, waited for them to stack up on each other and jump into it, stun 2 targets. Now get healed up by the Marty, and it's just gonna take out the Forsaken Archer. You can see it just puts out a lot of damage, but it's nothing. Like, the thing is, I know he puts out a lot of damage, but it's no burst damage, so it doesn't feel like something crazy. It's just, yeah. You're gonna just play the hero, and you're gonna like realize what I'm talking about when I'm saying that he puts out a lot of damage, but you don't feel like you have an impact. Like, it's just, it's kind of strange. Oh, poor Martin. Probably gonna go down right here, unless she just nukes to Milas for 10k. But yeah, that's just like, that's the one downside to this hero. Like, really, I don't know why it is like this, but it is. So maybe there's some item build out there that works better than mine. Like New Stone Rush, probably not the best idea. Like if you want to rush an item, yeah, probably the Shrunken. Like I can see that walking out. Frostburn Shrunken and get the New Stone afterwards or something like that. Maybe not even, maybe don't get the New Stone, just get Frostburn and Shrunken. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. My god. By the way, something interesting I noticed is that, or we noticed, is that support Arachna is actually a really, really good idea. Like, playing Arachna as a support hero, why the heck not? They actually got great damage with the precision. Can harass like a boss with the web chart. And her ultimate, now that it stays, even though she dies, like, she can die, and the ultimate is still gonna be on her. On her target, so that's not a problem either. It's just she kind of lacks a stun, but the laning potential is one of the best in the entire game. It's crazy because the damage is out of this world, and of course she can harass without having to fear the creeps. So, and the slow is also amazing. Oh, that looked funny. But yeah, so yeah, here we go, jumping in. You can see like new potential is there, but now I'm chasing him down, and oh, here we go, A move, too powerful. And yeah, I already told you, this hero puts out a lot of damage. Like he really, really does. Double kill right here. Now gonna go for the gladiator. One hit, like, just take a look at this. He hits like a truck. I don't have any item to boost up my damage, but even though I hit like a truck, it's just I don't get kills because he doesn't have the highest of burst potential. The Stormblades are pretty effective, but they got a kind of long cooldown with 12 seconds. You can only use them 2 times maximum during a fight. If it's a pretty long time, you can use them twice, but that's it. So just don't expect a lot by playing this hero. Like, he is good, but he's not crazy good. But he's fun. So that's all it's about in the end, right? So I think we're gonna have one more team fight. I don't know. Don't quite. I think this is a pretty short game, but I don't know. Yes. Oh yeah, here we go. Supporting from Bluestone blocks and me from Tempest, so that already worked out just fine. And I'm getting chased down. Oh, hit by the volley. Gonna use the bat to support in onto Midas. Build up the charges, you can see me at 49 right here. No, 55 actually, so I'm moving pretty fast. 450 meters is pretty good. Like one more hit onto him. More. But you can see I'm just kind of running around and doing my thing, and I put out a lot of damage, but yeah, probably because I don't have mana. Here we go, the best. No, don't do that one. So yeah. I already mentioned everything I wanted to tell you about this here. So
The Hellborn takes down a
yeah,
Legion
just
tower.
well. So what else is there left to say? Oh, something I want to point out is that I think YouTube is screwing up at the moment. Like the subscriptions aren't working at all, and only a pretty low amount of you guys are actually getting my videos. So I just want to tell you, I upload every single day, like pretty much no exceptions. So you can either pin me to your YouTube homepage and just go check there, or just go to my channel, or just do something else. But if you want to watch my videos, I upload every single day. So, and I'm gonna upload even though I may not be getting any views, but still. Just if any of you are curious if I stopped uploading suddenly or not, or something. No, I did not. It's just YouTube is screwing up and I'm not getting, you guys aren't getting my videos in your subscription box. So yeah, just kind of there. If you want to watch my video, that's the way to do it. Just go to my channel. It's easier, or pin me on your homepage if you want. Yeah, it's just handy. If you don't want me to, I get that. My content ain't the best out there. Like this, they are crazy people, and I am not one of them. I don't have the time to go like batshit crazy with this. But I put out a video a day, so yeah. If any of you are curious, you can check my channel out every single day, and you're probably gonna find a video. Well, yeah. Just saying. But I now finished my Frostburn. You're gonna see. It's pretty effective. Ah, that's the one downside to the bat. It's really good, but it moves so slow. Like it's impossible to hit it. It really is. Oh, and here we go with the team fight. Get hit by the volley. And the enemy team, yeah, they're kind of like thinking about fighting, but they don't really want to. Tempest ultimate used it. Didn't hit the witch there though, so that's a big downside. Ah, the polyball piece is stun locking me, which is kind of meh. But here we go, putting out a lot of damage. 80, 88, 96. Kind of ridiculous. And I think they're gonna concede right here, which is understandable. Like, yeah, they're behind by so much.
A tough loss.
And here we go. So I hope I at least had like a few interesting things to say, and I didn't bore you. So if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate a like, and also go like my Facebook page, maybe. That would be nice. And I'm probably gonna go play some Super Monday Night Combat right now. That's a great game actually, so if any of you like playing that game, maybe add me. Like my in-game nick is the same as on every single game else, so yeah, add me on Super Monday Night Combat. I actually enjoyed that game a lot. If you don't know what's it about, probably go watch Total Biscuit's video about it. WTF is Super Monday Night Combat. It's free to play on Steam. Just go look it up. It's fun. So yeah, see you next time.